got something to say. I got something to say. We all got something to say. Speak up, stand up, wake up, get down. Everybody in the world know your feelings. Speak a little more love and space. I got something to say. Speak up, stand up, wake up, get down.
Yeah, honey.
Mimi,
Get this thing together, honey. It's last minute Lucy today.
but wait. Why did you look like a little kid that got caught doing something and you tried to throw it down
I
real
said,
quick?
ooh, I thought I
Look,
still had some time left because the song was on.
you did not have any time left, girl.
I
What's
see.
up, Mimi? How are you?
Miss Ben Mommy had to go and get the kids something to eat. Good evening, Amber. Had to get the
What's up,
kids something
Amber?
to eat. And child, and I just ate me some oxtail. Had to get this lip on real quick. I had
For
red
real?
on earlier, but I said, let me do a little orange. Let me soften it up a little bit. So
Listen, soften
that's
it
what I
up a
was
little
cooking.
bit. You had to soften up the red a little bit. Look,
Oh no, I had no lip on
so
because I
when I
just
saw
got
you
finished eating.
a few minutes ago, I was at the salon dropping some stuff up, and I
Mm.
saw you. You was looking good then, and I had to
Yeah.
come home. I felt bad. I was like, let me add a little bit to this beard, draw a little something on, and try to get
Child,
this
you ain't
right.
got to draw nothing on, child.
I
You
did.
know,
I
we
had to.
even when we not at our best, we still better than most.
Well,
That's,
this has been
it is
so.
what it is.
It's been a rough week trying to get through some stuff, but
Yeah.
listen. And then I totally forgot that I had a meeting. And so when I got in the car, remember I told you I said I gotta go get on this meeting.
Yeah.
Don't repeat what you said. Don't say what you said. Don't say what you said. And so I was like, yeah, Mimi, it's for church.
These people, they used to me, child. They know how I am.
And so I jumped in the car, came here, had another meeting, then I had another meeting, and now I'm
Right.
on with this. So I'm just like, okay, I'm ready. So this right here is relief for me. The other
Mm.
things that I have to do requires
Yeah.
me to think. This right here
Mm-hmm.
is relief, and this is fun. So I enjoy it. So how was your day, girl? How was your day?
It was pretty good.
Pretty good.
I cannot complain. I had a pretty good day.
That's a good thing.
I really
That's
did. Yes. It wasn't stressful. Even though the power went out in my suite for a little while on one side, child, that's the same electrical system we had in 1998, child. That's.
so. I want to talk about something.
What you want to
Our
talk about?
birthday is next week,
Yes,
girl. The
it
birthday
is.
is next week. So,
Yeah.
like, my birthday is first,
Mm-hmm.
and then
And then they
show.
say the best for last.
They say the best for last. Is that what that is? And so, this is next week is going to be our first in-person show.
It
So I'm
is.
excited about that. We have our
Mm-hmm.
show. We're gonna be on live, y'all, and so we're gonna be in person. Next Wednesday. We're doing our birthday show. We're doing it together.
Mm-hmm.
That's my birthday's first, then we have a break, and then your birthday's the next day.
Yeah.
So we're gonna turn up and we're gonna have a birthday show with some
Yes,
special
yeah.
guests,
We
special
are.
conversation. It's going to be good, Mimi. I'm looking forward
Oh, it
to
is
it.
gonna be good.
Uh,
It's
So
always
so
good when we get together anyway. So when we bring other people, it's gonna be gooder.
it is gooder.
Are
Gooder.
you
It's gonna
you
be
bringing?
good.
Are you bringing the other Pisces?
I don't know. I'm gonna see who Josiah.
No, I'm talking about Kim and
That's a long day for us. That's a long way for her to drive. But I'll see what
mhm.
she's talking
Well,
about.
tell her Zoom on in or something.
I'll tell her to zoom in.
Yeah, tell her Zoom in. I like Kim.
I'll do that. I'll
She
tell
one of the
Zoom.
only February Pisces I like.
Is she?
Yeah,
I'll, I'll tell her to zoom in.
yeah.
So yeah, we have our birthday show next week, next Wednesday. I'm super excited. It'll be our first time that in the chair with Monty and Mimi, we've actually sat next to each other, sat across from each other, to be able
Yeah.
to chat.
It's gonna
And
be
we've been
electric.
planning it. It's gonna be electric. You know, so we're gonna talk about some stuff and we're gonna have fun with it. So you had a
Mhm.
good I had a
I
productive
did. I feel something in
day.
my teeth. I'm sorry. I got to check. I won't be on camera smiling all night and I got a damn piece of beef or something in my tooth. I don't want to do that. I'm like, look.
I so love Mimi and her realness. She is just
Okay, there
real.
we go. Cause that thing went right. I kept going, hold up, I feel something there.
Did you get
And
it?
don't be smiling. Yeah. Don't be smiling. They be the whole show, they be looking like, I don't hear nothing this bitch saying because of that big ass thing in her tooth. So I
Oh,
had to take
Amber
it
said
out.
you was eating good, hunty.
Yes, I was
Um,
oxtails. I got up early this morning and made the gravy.
Lord. So listen, I
Ooh.
shared lunch with my boss. So I haven't eaten really a lot because we
I'm
had
about to say that's some skinny shit right there. Sharing your food. It is. I would share. You one of the few I would share my food with, but I'd be like, "This bitch, I'm still hungry." But I would, but you rank where I would share my food.
okay. All
That's
right.
not that it ain't no big list. Ain't no big list.
So we have some cards. We coming back to the cards tonight because I feel like the
I
cards
like
have
them
really
damn cards.
they have been really, really sparking some good conversations with us, and
Yeah,
then bring other stuff in. So let's talk about this because I already know what your answer gonna be.
you right.
I
Cause you know
know,
me.
I do. And so the first question is, and we want audience participation as well. So we
Hmm.
love it. You go in the chat box and you chat and you talk back to us. We love that. That helps us for the night. So it says, what makes you insecure and what do you do to cope?
Oh, child. Oh, that's
What makes you
deep.
insecure? Let's answer that question first. What makes you insecure?
Well, it's funny because I'm not insecure about a lot of things. Like I'm very secure. Actually, I can say I'm probably one of the most secure people, you know, that I know. I know that sounds crazy, but you know what I mean. But I will say when somebody, I realize this as I'm going through my healing process,
Hmm.
is when it's somebody that I really love. Like if I don't care about you, it doesn't bother me. But somebody that I really love and value, I need validation from them.
You need validation. Okay.
Yeah. I need for
So
them. I like if a man that I choose to spend time with, he has to tell me, because when I do all of this, I know it look good, but I need him to tell me.
when you do all this, do it again. When
Yeah.
you do
When I do all this.
what's up, Sandra? Oh, Sandra's a Pisces too. Sandra's a
Hey,
Pisces too.
Sandra.
So you need validation.
Yeah.
I think what makes me insecure, um, and this is being totally honest, um, I want to say I need validation, but I think also what makes me insecure is um the lack the lack of affection makes me insecure.
Hmm.
If
That
I'm
I
not
mean, that
getting
kind of falls under the same thing.
it does. If I'm not
Yeah.
getting affection or if you're not
That's
touching
some
me
Pisces. That's
or
some Pisces shit.
right,
We need to be
yeah,
reassured. No, that really is.
yeah, yeah,
That's something we
yeah.
need to be reassured.
If
You
you're not
know,
touching me or something like that, that it kind of puts me in a place, so I agree with you. I need that validation. I need the reassuring part. I need to know
That's the
that,
main. That's what I was about to say. What you just said, the reassurance, Lord, because it's
yeah,
like because we
yes.
know how hard we love.
Right. We
Like
love
when we love so hard and so wholeheartedly. It's like
Mhm.
it's good sometimes, but it's not good sometimes.
Right, right, right.
And when we don't, if we're not feeling like we're getting it back, like we need to be, it's not even just a thing of you showing us. We need you to tell us, I love you, I value you. We
Mhm.
not just, you can't just show us the actions. We need to actually hear it.
Right. And so, and when we fall for you, we fall for you. You know,
God,
it's
yes.
nothing that we won't do for you, you know, but when you start abusing that, then it
Mm-hmm.
kind of like walls start coming up and things start to happen. And so yeah, that
That's
and
the
so
thing, and that is indicative of our sign. Because when they say that one fish swimming one way and the other fish is swimming the other way with us, and that might be the frustrating part with people with us because we it's no in between. We
no,
are either all in or we are all the way out. We are not lukewarm people at all,
at
hot
all,
or cold.
hot or
Yep,
cold. If I'm in it, I'm in it. If I'm out, I'm out.
yep.
And
And ain't
and that's
nothing you can do to get me back in once I'm out.
it's nothing.
Not a
And so
nothing.
that's why I try hard not to let people go to that dead zone with me. If you get I say it a lot that, you know, I've gone to counseling. Yes, I agree, Sandra, walls will go up. I think that, you know, so once I was in counseling and I used to just have this thing of just ending friendships and relationships and things, and I never would look
Right.
back. And so she would always say, so why do you kill these people? You know, and I'd be like, because I'm done with them. I'm done. And she says, so I need you to work on the part of resurrecting them because
Mm-mm,
everybody's not supposed to die in your
mm-mm.
life.
They
And
they they committed suicide. We didn't care. You killed yourself, ma'am or sir.
man, you know what? I believe that because anybody that knows me, they know
We
that
do,
one.
we got because we do too much. We give too many. That's the thing. And I already know you worse than me with that. I know you give way more, and I know I give a lot.
Mhm.
But if we keep giving all these damn chances, by the time you get to that point where we say "fuck you," you done did some shit to deserve that.
And see, I try not to go there. I really, really, really do. I
Yeah,
really, really, really try not to go there.
right.
Um, Sandra says we give too much to sometimes, all the time,
Yes,
all
I was
the
about to say more,
all
more. Yeah,
I think that we give to
absolutely.
all the time. Um, even in our job performance. So I got an eval today, girl. This is not getting
Uh-uh.
off the subject, but this is I got an eval today from my boss. And so I got fives on everything, right? Except for two parts. I got a four. And at first I was looking at this four before she even started talking about it. I was just like, I know she didn't give me no four. I know. You know, everything got fives on it. I know. You know, and I'm thinking to myself, I know. Oh, I'm about to what fall? What? And
Right.
so when she got to it, she says, so on this part of mine, I had to give you a four. And I was just like, oh, why? Because that was my insecure. That's another part of me insecure. I hate not being perfect. I'm
Yeah,
insecure
yeah,
that the situation is not perfect, or I've not created a perfect situation. Then it
yeah.
makes me insecure when I don't have control over making what it is.
Yes,
And so
yes.
um, she got to the part and she was just like, so the reason why you got a four right here is because it says job performance. Girl, who? You know, who? You know, that's how I was like, you talking to me? As much as I do. And she said, no, 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 no. She said, so your job changes so much. And it was talking about the knowledge of your job with job performance. And she said, so
Right.
one was like, it's like that. She said, and your job changes so much. So I couldn't really give you a five right here. She said, because if I would have gave you a five, I'd have been lying because you really don't know your job because it changes all the time. So there's no way for you to be
Oh,
a
she could have still gave you a damn five.
Mimi. And she was just like, there's no way for me to give you a five in this area. And I was just like, okay, cool. She turned the page. It was number fives. I'm like, okay, all
I
right.
would have put. I would say you could have put down a five with a note.
And she did. At the
No,
bottom,
not no four with a note. A five with a note.
so all my notes were outstanding. At the bottom of it, it said she had wrote it down, recommended for raise. I said, yes, yes, yes,
Okay, well at
yes.
least she wrote that shit in there. That's
Wrote
that's
that
what
in and put
matters.
it back.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, cool, fine, we move on. But so that's an insecurity of mine. It's not having perfect control. And I think in relationships, I've messed up because I wanted to control the narrative of the relationship because you want it to be perfect. But yeah, you want it to be perfect. Like recently, I was trying to talk to this dude, you know, and trying to talk to him, and you know, I thought that we had put ourselves well, not we, he had put me on a 90-day rule. So the 90-day
Mm.
rule was we would date for 90 days to see if we liked each other. After the 90 days, then we would come back and we would determine whether or not if we were going to be together or not or whatever. So anyway,
So what happened in this 90 days? Do sex happen in 90
no,
days?
no sex,
I don't
no sex.
recommend that.
So no sex,
I
right?
know I don't recommend that because what if you buy a damn car that you don't like drive?
So anyway, so the
Okay, go
90-day
ahead.
rule, we it just didn't work, and there are no hard feelings, not with me whatsoever. But I was told that he said that I was upset, but I'm not upset, because it just didn't work. There were all kinds of red flags, on both parts. There was one part that he says, you never take initiative to say you were wrong, but then that was the part of me that was just trying to make everything right. And then there was
We
some
don't
parts,
be wrong a lot though.
but there was sometimes he came and he said to me, you oh, every time I talk to you, I feel like I'm on a couch. And so my thinking with that is, okay, so this is Reverend Lamont. Let me remove Reverend Lamont. Let me remove Monty, the hairstylist that talks to everybody, that gives advice. Let me remove the future professional um, and advisor. William says, so what if you do the 90 days and the sex is bad? Child.
That's what
So
I'm saying. That's my cousin right there. Exactly.
so it just didn't. He said that it was too much, and I get it. Everybody's not for everyone. So there is no love lost. I'm not mad. I
What's
just
his
didn't like.
sign? I'm curious. You don't even know.
I do. I
What is
cancer.
it? You ain't gotta say his name. You ain't gotta give his whole birth. What is it?
Cancer.
Oh, we ain't good with them.
Yes, we are.
No, we are not. Standing up, but I mean laying down, yeah, but not standing up.
So
Mm-mm.
nevertheless, that's what happened. You know, and so it ended. I just don't like some of the things that happened. Um,
Now, didn't
I
your
am
ass didn't you just have a damn cancer?
Cheryl is on Williams' iPad, she said.
Uh-huh.
So Mimi, we're not gonna stay here because we're not gonna stay
Okay,
here.
I see how all right. It's okay.
We're gonna stay here because I know
But
we
I'm
be
just
going.
gonna let you know for future, we're not good with cancers. It
So
might be good. It might be good for a while. We just is we not that ain't
really
our soul shit. It ain't.
so the 90-day thing, it was a getting to know period. It was like a friendship. I mean, because it
Mm-hmm.
was no sex, no nothing. So we went to dinner. We kicked it, talked, you know, sent some
Child,
pictures.
it's off me to wait 90 minutes.
Anyway, so yeah, that's a thing. So let's go to number two. Tell me a
Okay.
time. Tell me about a time when you broke someone's trust, and what did you do to get it back?
When I broke somebody's trust,
Hmm.
mm, I can't say that I have.
You have never broken anybody's trust
No.
that you know of.
Mm, that I know of.
Wow. I have. I'm not gonna lie, I
Okay.
have. There's been some times that, I remember younger that I would have, like, they tell me, don't say nothing, bitch, you better not say nothing. And I would not say anything, and then I would think that the coast was clear, and then I would say something, and then it came out, and then they went back to that person or something like that. I've done that. And then there's been some times that I lied to a friend or didn't tell them all the truth or kept them out of it. That's breaking trust. I think that can be broken. Um,
Now I do
even if
take that back because I now you just said some stuff. Now I can think of. I remember I was in. I was saying anything. I was in my 20s, so I got to preface this. I was much younger, and my mama gave me her credit card to to buy something. And then I saw these two suits I wanted and I bought them. It's like, and she's like, "You stole from me." I was like, "I was gonna pay it." She's like, that's stealing. So it took, and the funny thing, it took a long time for
It
her to
does
trust me again. It did. It did.
with a credit card. Yeah,
So
I've
that,
been through
and that's the one I regret the most because I ain't never want my mama to be disappointed in me, and she was really disappointed.
that. Even in my marriage, I broke trust. When I
Okay.
say I broke trust, I used to spend money and hide stuff in the trunk, and then wait until he went to work and carry all my stuff in and hang it up in the closet.
Oh, well, I can't say that's breaking trust.
It is because you
It
would
is.
trust you were telling the truth or not telling the truth about how much money I made. Now I've always done that. I've never told the truth about how much money I
You
made.
weren't supposed to tell that.
Okay,
No.
okay.
Uh-uh. Yeah, I'm not. No,
Amber
I
says
just
that she
want that.
does that. She hides stuff in the trunk. Do you have to
Most,
write
I
a
can say
letter?
most women do.
Did you have to write a letter? Maybe, Freddie says fact.
No,
Um,
I was that's a thing that when we were growing up, that was a form of punishment. My mother used to when we would get in trouble because she would spank us, but it didn't work. So
mhm.
then she started making us sit down and write out an explanation of why we did what we did. And the grammar and everything had to be perfect. And I mean, like it couldn't be a period or a comma out of place, or she would just give it back. And as a kid, that's worse, having to sit still. Number
Oh wow.
one, and then have to write some shit, write your thoughts and stuff out. And of course, she done still kept them and be, when people come up to the house, she let them read the stuff. But yeah,
So I want to flip this question. I want to
okay.
flip it. Tell me about a time when someone broke your trust.
Oh shit, my trust been
And
broken
what did
so
they have to
much.
do? What did they have to do to get it back?
It's the thing. Once you break my trust, you can't get it back.
But why
And
is
maybe
it? Why? Go ahead. Go ahead.
no, I mean that's just that's who I am. I don't want to
Mhm.
be that way, but that's once I no longer trust you, I don't have forgiveness is a hard thing for me. It's very hard. So
Chris,
and so even if um even if somebody, let's say, if I did something to somebody and they didn't forgive me, I would totally understand
mhm,
because I know what it's like when your trust is gone. It's like you really the foundation is crumbled. It's nothing to build on anymore.
mhm, mhm. So like I know with me that my trust has been broken so many times, and so my
Hmm.
thing is I try to give a person a chance and a chance and a chance, and Mimi will tell you that I'm often guilty of giving people too many
Yes,
chances
Lord.
to try to get it right, and I just turn around and get hurt worse and worse and worse, and then it becomes a pain that causes me to become reactive. Whenever there's pain that a person experiences that causes a person to become reactive, that's a dangerous pain to have. So I always try to make sure that I never get backed up into a corner or I'm in a place to where I'm feeling too much pain, because too much for me will cause me to react. And so with me, with people breaking trust with me, it's hard to come back from that. For me, it's really, really hard. Can you come back? It depends on the situation and the circumstance. Will it take work? Yeah, it will take a lot of work. My love language is
Wow,
listen,
that's a
my
good
love language
question.
is gifts all day long, but I don't expect a person to try to buy me back. But what I do expect is there has to be some sort of remorse, that there has to be something there. You can't just, I don't know. It's hard to get trust back with me.
See, for
I agree.
me, I wouldn't think that you had enough remorse. I don't care how much you showed. I'm like, they ain't sorry. No,
Tiffany
they ain't
says she
really.
can't come back. William says, do you automatically trust people when you first meet, or do they have to earn your trust? A person has to earn trust, and I'm talking about relationships that it may have been 4 and 5, 6 years that I've been hurt from. And I never thought that some of the friends that have hurt me, I never, ever thought that they would be the ones that would hurt me or whatever. What's up, Brian? So let me tell you about Brian. Brian ghosted me while I was out of town. Brian was supposed to talk to me while I was out. We were supposed to hook up and talk or go to lunch or something. And so Brian goes.
Cancer. Go ahead.
So anyway, I'm just playing, Brian. I'm just playing. My schedule was really hectic. My schedule was really hectic. So but yeah,
But
trust with
that's
me.
because what I
uh,
will say, you are trusting. You let to me, and it's just my opinion as your friend, you let people in a little too close too soon.
You think so?
That's it.
And I think that's because I love hard. Did they
Hmm.
hurt you or did you not meet your expectations of them? Good question, William.
Okay.
Um, Cheryl, I'm sorry, Cheryl. This is Cheryl talking.
Yeah, that's
Um,
sure. Yeah.
did they hurt you or did they not meet your expectations of them? So I think it's a little bit of both. Like, so with me, I had a friend, Chad, if I told you the story about this hair piece, this you remember the hair piece, if I was to tell you
That
the
was
story.
not, but that wasn't your friend to begin with.
Right. So if I ever told you the piece
Yeah.
about this little frontal that we got into it about that we still don't speak about now, that would be something totally different. Or if I told you about one of my friends that I thought that was really a good friend, but went back and disclosed some of my personal business to somebody that I wasn't even talking to, and they outed all my business. Or could I tell you about um just people talking or doing things that I just didn't think that was fair. So I would say it was a little bit of both. They hurt me because they did not meet the expectations that I had of them. They hurt me because they didn't meet the expectations. The expectations were that you would protect me at all costs, because that's what I'm going to do. As a friend, I'm going to protect you at all costs. What does that look like? That looks like that if something pop off, that I'm gonna be one of them people that's gonna swing if I ain't the first one to swing, because I'm going to protect you. That's just who I am. If Mimi was going through something, Mimi knows that Monty is going to have her back. That's just who I am. I'm just that person. But then once I realized in this about to be 45, about to be
Hmm.
45, I realized that everybody is not what you think that they are. And everybody
Hmm.
doesn't carry the same expectations that you carry as far as relationship, whether it be marriage, whether it be friendship, whether it
Yeah.
be dating, whether it be anything else. They don't carry those same expectations. So I get it and I understand now. And so when people fail me now, I understand. And so it's kind of like one of those things. Oh, okay. And so my thing is now is when you show me who you are, I believe you. And so then how do we maneuver from there? Can we maneuver? Is there a
Believe them the first time, because a lot of times they show you earlier than you acknowledge that they
they
done
do.
showed you.
They
You
do.
know, because I always say red flags don't change colors, and you can't expect you from other people.
You
You just
cannot.
can't.
You cannot. And that's something that I'm learning late in the age that I can't
Hmm.
expect from other people, because I expect people to be givers like I am. I expect
Yeah.
people to be kind like I am. I expect people to read like I read, because I can read. I know that I can. And I expect people to just to be genuine. And Sandra says that's her motto, never expect people to be you. And
Yeah.
so I'm learning that, as age goes on and as life goes on and as the world turns, I'm learning that I can't expect people to be me. And then you go back and you say, is it worth repairing? When they break trust, is it worth going back through all that again? A lot of times it's no for me. It's a no
Well,
for me.
well, you already know. We ain't even going back there. Once you cross me, now I now know what you're capable of. And when I get close to somebody, I'll let them know you now have you now have the ability to hurt me.
My
So
cousin said, my
be
cousin
careful.
Tiffany,
Yeah.
what's up, Tiffany? My girl, Tiffany, my cousin, I love Tiffany. Tiffany says, believe a MF's action.
Absolutely.
Really,
Absolutely.
no. Um, Amber says it's hard to build trust after trust is broken. I totally agree. Um,
I don't think it
Freddie,
can be built after it's been
Freddie says,
broken.
I never go backward on anything.
Yeah.
Anything. I
Mm-mm.
like that. I never go backward on anything. All right. I mean, and so, it causes one to think. It causes one to think. So if somebody's broken trust recently in your life, then you have to reevaluate those things. I know that even with me, conversation rules the nation. We can talk about it. We may have to talk about it now. We may have to come back and talk about it tomorrow. We may have to come back and talk about it again before we can actually try to maneuver where we're going to go from here. I'm a person that I like to converse. I like to hear. I like to talk. It's not that I'm putting you on a couch. It's I like
Mm-hmm.
for you to talk. A lot of times people can't take that because they get either scared they're going to get tripped up or they just don't want to discuss it. Some people just brush stuff up under the carpet and they can move on. I'm not one of those people. I need to talk about it.
Yeah.
And it's not that I'm still picking at a wound, but I'm trying to understand. I need an understanding. I got to get an understanding. I got to get an understanding.
Right.
All right. Next question. What is your opinion on threesomes in a committed relationship?
No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Why? Why, Mimi?
Because the shit ain't gonna be committed afterwards. Anytime you bring in a third person, it's gonna fuck up what you got. So you got to think carefully. Is this little tryst, this little bit of excitement gonna be worth breaking up what you done spent all these years to build? Build? No. It's not.
Freddie
It's not
says
worth it.
it's a hell no for me.
Yeah.
Um, and
First of
Sandra
all,
says,
most men don't know what to do with one, let alone two, and they definitely ain't going. And they definitely ain't gonna allow you to bring another dick in around. They not. The
some of
egos can't handle it.
some
No,
of
that
them.
no. In your world, see, I told you
No,
the
no.
gauge. No, I don't. I don't know. I don't know one straight man alive gonna allow another dick in the room and with his woman. Not another one. They always got this daggone lesbian fantasy, and the first thing they say, because I remember my ex husband said, "Won't we you ever think about doing a threesome?" I said, "Sure, we can do it." I said, "Which one of your friends you bringing?" "What the fuck is you talking about?" I said, "What?" He said, "I ain't gay." I said, "Well, nigga, neither am I." So
Shit, I said absolutely the F not.
that's right.
That's what I said. You're right, Mimi. Tiffany say that again, Mimi.
Shit. Want me in there with another split tail? No, sir.
With a
Mm-mm.
split tail.
Yeah, what I'm gonna do with it? No.
So let me be honest in this moment and transparent. I've never
Mhm.
had a threesome, never had one. I wanted one because I just wanted to see what the hype was about
It
it.
ain't no
I
hype.
wanted to see what this hype was about it. But never ever have I had one. But I wanted one because like I know people that have had them and they talking about boy, it ain't nothing like and this. But you know what? I'm too scared. And then what I've noticed is I'm too picky. I'm too picky. It's like going out to pick out a car. Do I like this one? Oh, I don't like this one because this don't have the interior or the cup holder is too far up or it's too far back. And so for me, I think it would be like that. How do you choose somebody to be the third person?
Oh,
William said, I don't even like to multitask at work.
that's sure.
Sure, I'm talking about sure. So, yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. No, that's a no from a big ass no for me.
it's a no for you. And so
Hmm.
I ain't gonna lie, I thought
And the
about it.
thing is, in my damn 40s, as I get older, I know I got a youthful look, but child, my knees and shit be hurt. Ain't nobody doing all them acrobats and shit in the bedroom. Like you barely get one good one out with your damn partner. Let alone where the hell you gonna bring another one at?
Wow.
I mean, for real.
I mean, I hear you. Could
Mhm.
what if they just wanted just to have somebody in there just to watch? Because you have voyeurs. You know what a
Yeah.
voyeur is? Those are people that like to watch.
Cause I'll be like, what the fuck is you looking at? Like what? What are you getting from there?
Here go Debbie. Debbie got a testimony tonight. She talking about the devil is a lie. He tried to stop me, but I'm here. So I guess somebody tried to stop Debbie from being here tonight, child. A situation. She had a testimony. The devil is a lie. He tried to stop me, but I'm here.
Well, we
I
glad you here, baby.
um, so what if you had a voyeur? What if you found out that your man was a voyeur? And so he says to you, Mimi, I want to bring another person in. And I'm not gonna touch him, but I just want to watch him lay with you.
Hell no, because then I think that your ass don't value me, that you want gonna pick me out one of your damn friends. I know how my mind works.
But
'Cause
what
I think I'm a thinker.
Chris
I
says
said,
twice,
I said, so
twice
you don't want me all to yourself? That's I be in my feelings.
Chris said he tried it twice, it didn't work for him. Oh, Chris.
Ah,
Debbie says, how much you paying?
child. Well,
Debbie
I
said
do
it.
believe everybody got a price. Everybody got one. I just ain't heard
Oh,
mine.
you think everybody has a price? Oh,
I do.
my cousin Lacrease talking about no, sir. So Chris, girl, and I know she is over there tickled, honey, because she laughs all the time. So Chris, he couldn't tell you, let's bring somebody else in the bedroom. Y'all, they newly married. They're freshly married.
Oh
So
hell no! Especially not with no new. Ah,
so
she
he want to
still
get it.
like his ass.
So she no, listen. He want to get
What?
it out the way. So I really wanted to try this before we got married, but now
No.
since we're fresh into this marriage, let's go ahead and do this. Crease, would you do it?
Mm-mm.
Would you have a
Chris
threesome?
ain't Chris. I only know Chris, but I know Chris.
What about a hall pass? Okay, open that up. What about a hall pass?
No, those do not work.
Older I get, the more I just want to be with my queen. I hear you, Chris. Chris says he just want to be with his queen.
Yeah.
Chris said he would get smooth knocked out. Chris.
That's what I said.
Debbie
I know
said
my tribe.
freshly married and he want to watch another schlong in the kitty. Nah. ah, oh, Ever says Mimi got me over here hollering. So yeah. I mean, you hear that. You hear it. People are doing that. That's something that people are doing. They're doing the threesomes. They're doing the
People are lost and confused, and it's a lot of unhealed hurt getting getting with other unhealed hurt and sealing the deal and making a relationship out of it. And that's why you got all this other nonsense.
is that what that is?
I really believe so.
Chris said, I ain't sharing, peeps. I get you, Chris. Chris said he
No.
ain't sharing. I mean, but
If you really love them, why would you share?
so that's my question. I guess if somebody really, really, really loves you,
When I got some good shit, I don't want to share. I don't want to share my cookies. When I talk about if I go like pot bellies or something, give me a bag of cookies. I don't want to share them bitches. So I know I don't want to share no dick that I done finally got because I know I'm picky as hell.
Lacree said, cousin, I don't like to share, nor do I need help to please him.
That's right.
So you think, Crease? No, I'm just
And
playing.
your ass God. I'm
I'm
about to say,
just
there
playing,
you
Crease.
go.
I'm just playing, Crease. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. I was gonna say, how you know? How you know you're pleasing him?
Chris gonna mess you up when she see you next time.
How do you? But I'm serious. How do we know that we're actually pleasing our partner? Debbie says, I mean, if he says he want to watch another female munch on the kitty, I can get with it. But freshly married, cooter taking random peep. Nope. So wait, Debbie. If he say he want to watch another girl munch on the cooch, you okay with that? But he can't say he want another dude to come in there and knock the cooch off.
Mhm.
That's a double standard.
But that's normally that's not in I would say a heterosexual man's nature. To most men, most heterosexual men, I can't speak on the gays, don't want another daggone dipstick in their oil. We done talked about this last time. They
I
cannot handle it. They cannot handle it.
Debbie said, eating ain't cheap.
Yes, the fuck it is. Yes, it,
Eating ain't cheating. Okay.
it is.
Okay. So this is good. This is good, Mimi, because this is good. Threesomes. So, question: what would you do? It's the same threesome situation, right? What would you do? You come home from work, you get out the shower, you get out the shower, and you come in your bedroom, and another female and another dude is in the bed. So you now have four people, and your husband sitting up there talking, about, "Come on in here, Mimi. Come on in here." What do you do?
I'm shooting every damn body. It's gonna be a mass murder in this bitch. Everybody. Mm-mm.
Chris said, nope. Chris, you just gonna leave, or you gonna grab your wife and leave? What you gonna do, Chris?
Oh yeah, no. I'm saying I got
Oh,
imposters
so
all
he
the
gonna
way
shoot
around.
everybody too. Exactly. See you in jail.
Yeah.
um,
Uh-uh.
Debbie said, "I'm gonna be like for what? Unless you about to pass me the popcorn." Sandra just laughing. Yeah. I mean, you never know what's going on. Let's move on. Move on. Next
What
question. Next
kind of damn people is these? All right, come
question.
on.
If you can only save one, your mother or your significant other, who are you saving and why?
Oh no. This is terrible. I, I gotta plead the fifth on this one.
Oh, for real?
I, I can't answer that. So you already know what fuck I'm gonna say.
Baby. Baby.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
Freddie say, where you find these questions? And it would be my mother for sure. Look, please say, Mom, Chris, you gonna kill your new husband? Oh my gosh. Chris, you just got him. Mimi says she refuses to answer this question.
I'm not gonna answer.
Uh, Debbie says, my mama raised me. So Debbie, you didn't say who you gonna save. Baby, mama brought me into the world. That's what Lucretia said. I get it. Who you saving? Mimi?
I'm not answering. I told you I'm pleading the fifth.
Debbie, who you saving? Tiffany said men come and go. Peace out. He got to die. I did my mom getting saved and he on his own. That's loaded. Chris said that's
Yeah, that's a
loaded.
loaded damn question.
Why is that loaded?
Because it is.
Debbie said he grown. He need to save himself. I guess that's the consensus.
There it
Um,
is.
all right, next question. What do you consider to be a husband or wife only benefits? What do you consider to be husband and wife only benefits?
Anal sex.
Should these benefits be given while dating?
Nope.
So you're saying you'll give up anal sex to your husband, but if you're a
Mm-hmm.
boyfriend, it's a no.
Hell no. Uh-uh.
He got to put a ring on it to get anal sex.
Yeah.
And when he put a ring on it, what if that's the only sex he wants?
Mm-mm.
Ah, Debbie say booty hole is off limits of any form of being. I think that's interesting, Mimi, that you said that anal sex is a husband only benefit.
Yeah.
What, wow. What is another husband only benefit for you?
Um, Me sharing my money.
Your money is a husband only benefit.
Absolutely.
Not a boyfriend can't get your money.
No. Uh, mm-mm.
Oh, what about your car?
Oh, I really don't care about cars. That's not a huge thing
Number,
to me.
pin number. She talking about that pin number. I guess it's the ATM card. All right.
Um,
So the
I
pin
don't.
number,
My husband ain't never even had that.
the pin number.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But only, a pigeon of that money. A portion. Okay, a portion of that money. I was like, Chris, what is pigeon? You about to tell me something new? I was learning something new, but a portion of that money. Okay.
Mhm.
So, I think for me, what do I
And it
consider?
might be different, but I just said I haven't had a relationship with that level of trust yet. To be totally honest. So
Okay,
I'm
so
I'm not gonna say I'm never not gonna say never say never, but I just haven't experienced that yet.
what do you consider to be husband and wife only benefits? Should these benefits be given while dating? I think in order for me to get a husband, I have to be able to already be doing husbandly duties, I feel like.
No,
In order for me to be able to get somebody on that level, I have to already show them there's a capability of me doing it. This is
no, they
just me.
should. They should. It's ways that they know without you having to actually do it. Because what's the point of them actually, um, legitimizing everything if they're already getting it?
True.
With the
Debbie
the the saying, "Why buy the milk? Cow when you get the milk for free."
Debbie said, I ain't gonna lie, my first husband, I let him try the booty hole. And never again. Chris says, Phil, you've been looking for that trust for 30 years because he's talking to you. So I think that um, what are husband and wife only benefits? I don't know anymore. I really don't know anymore. I don't know what's husband.
That means you give too much,
I
too
think so.
freely.
I think
Absolutely.
so. I think I give too freely.
You
Um,
you there needs to be some boundaries, some things that only, a spouse would get versus, just somebody that you're in relationship with.
I guess because I'm not actively dating like that, I don't know
Mhm.
what I would not be willing to get. Oh, I will say access. I think a husband gets access because anyone that
Okay.
I would be trying to date now would not have access to my child.
Gotcha.
Meaning they couldn't come over, or I wouldn't take them to their house, or things of that nature. There's just certain things that I'm just not going to do. And even though Josiah will be 16 next week, that doesn't mean that I still want a lot of people around my child
That's
because
right.
of who I am and who he is. And I know that there has to be some kind of there has to be some type of respect there. I have to respect the child, but the child has to respect me. But then anybody that comes in, they have to be able to respect the child. He has a father. He has two fathers, Jacoby and myself. We don't
Right.
need a replacement as a father. We need,
Hmm.
if you're coming in, then you're just coming in as an individual, but we don't need another dad because we got two already. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we're good with that. So I would say access. Access. I think access is one thing that I would say that that's a husband only thing. Yeah, that's a husband only thing. All right. Do you believe in living together before marriage? Why or why not?
I do believe in living together before marriage
Why?
because I really believe you really only know someone once you actually cohabitate.
Really? Hmm.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So you
People
can
can
never.
turn stuff on and off for a couple of hours, at a time. But when you actually then you can see the habits and then you can see stuff that you can live with and you see stuff that you might not be able to live with, you know. Because certain things will turn you all the way off.
I agree. Debbie says, oh, well, not what Debbie says. Amber says, I'm doing that now. Chris says, test drive. Yes, ma'am. Um, Debbie says, yes, because I need to see how sanitary you are for real. And if you do trifling stuff like wipe with socks when you out of tissue, like this one weirdo I knew. Oh, with your sock?
Where he put it afterwards.
That's what I was wondering. I was like, did he throw it in the trash? Or what happened? You know, Mimi, that got us both. We both over here frowned up like
Yeah, because I hope you just ain't leave that thing just all in the waste basket.
she talking
Hmm?
about he had a trash full of booty hole wiping socks.
Then what
Beside his
kind of people you be dating, Debbie?
Hazel said, yes, living together is important as long as we buy it together. As long as you buy it together. Okay. All right. Tiffany just blank. She ain't said nothing. Tiffany is just blank. Uh, um, yeah, yeah. Okay. So my thing was, um, I've lived with dudes have lived with me before, back in the day, and they would live for a couple of months or whatever, things of that nature. That was back in the day. When I got married this last time, we never lived together. We never lived together. We lived 6 hours apart. We moved here. That was the first time that we lived together. Was it hard? Oh my God. It was very hard,
Yeah, yeah.
because merging and we'd never lived together. So it was trying to get to know this person because I would only see him on the weekend. He would only see me on the weekend. So the way I lived, the way he lived, two totally different things. How we operated, leaving a toothbrush out, squeezing the toothpaste up. I'm not one
Mm.
that I have to roll the toothpaste up. That's not me. I'll just and I'm at it, and so
So you just squeeze from the middle.
I just squeeze anywhere. As long as I get the toothpaste out.
That would drive me crazy.
It drove him crazy, but
Yeah.
that was just
Okay.
Chris says, how did that work out though? We're divorced.
Yeah.
well,
Well,
but
that's
we
the
didn't.
thing. I lived with my first husband before we got married, but my parents lived together before they got married, and they're still together 56 years later. So
But Chris, we did not divorce because of that. We divorced after 8.5 years. Um, the first year of not living together, being married, was extremely hard. I'd like to hear from my cousin Lucrease. If they lived together, yeah. Did y'all shack before y'all got married? Go and tell the story, girl. But because I never asked her that. So I think that living together could be helpful, but then I think that living together could possibly make you not go into marriage. You might be like, you know what,
and
I'm
that
done.
might be a good thing.
Yeah,
Dodge that damn bullet. Because
dodge it.
it take 3 days to get in and at least 2 years to get out of.
Listen, and it costs you more to get out.
Hmm.
When I tell you it costs you,
Yeah.
listen,
Not
what's
only not only spiritually and emotionally, but yeah, them pockets get hit.
they get hit hard. What's most important to you, sex or intimacy?
Intimacy.
Why?
Because it's deeper. Anybody could get up and go hump something. I mean, for real.
Uh-huh.
You can hump any day gonna thing, but for me to know you, and for me actually the intimacy to me, that's letting somebody in, you know. That's trust on a whole nother level. That's
Hmm.
vulnerability. You know, you don't get that. You can get sex anywhere, but
Chris
when
said,
you
go
mhm.
ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, but intimacy is actually someone allowing you in. That's deep.
It is very deep. I think that when people start sharing things and they're being intimate, it is a deeper level of love or a deeper level of commitment. Because I
Hmm.
don't think that you have to be in love in order to be intimate.
Hmm.
I think once you start, there's even something about kissing a person. When
Oh.
you kiss a person, and if they kiss you right,
Hmm.
that
Hmm.
can be enough.
Yeah.
But then you find that even a conversation can get you to a level to where you be like, oh, I got to call them tomorrow. Or I don't even want to get off the phone. It's so that
Yeah.
every say draws is wet. But anyway, so it will do something to you. Serious business. You know, you can have those type of conversations that will really, really get you. Vulnerability is the key to intimacy. Okay. So, Chris, so he says vulnerability is the key to intimacy. Doesn't that require trust?
Yeah.
Debbie said, kissing or have you with the WAP.
If it's right. Yeah.
It's right.
Absolutely.
If it's right. So, trust. So, you have to go into this thing trusting a person. But can you be intimate with somebody on the first date?
No,
You don't think you can?
I don't.
You don't think that the date can be going so good that when you just be like, ooh,
That's not intimacy. That's lust.
mm. But what if they kiss you?
Okay, you have chemistry,
Kim,
but that's
okay.
not intimacy.
Oh, okay. Chris said that's lust, bro. Oh, listen, I'm just asking. I like this kind of
It's
stuff because
okay.
I think that
Yeah.
we are really, really defining things for people. Hazel says, yes, chemistry is everything.
Chemistry get you to the table.
Chemistry gets you to the table.
Absolutely.
Okay, so
Absolutely.
if there's chemistry between us, then you get to sit at the table. But while
Yeah.
we're at the table, then there has to be trust formed in order for me to go to another level with you.
Intimacy takes time because it comes with trust. Just like
Okay.
when I'm at the we were having a conversation because honey, when I say my bar is always lit, we have it's in the chair with Monty and Mimi every night. You know, we have deep conversations, and what we were talking about with it was some married men up there, and I
Hmm.
was telling them, I said, hey, I said, they say they don't want their wives to do certain things. That's why they'll go get a mistress or whatever. And I said, I can tell you, you can get the freakiest woman in the world if she trusts you. If your wife trusts you, she will let you stick it in her ear, in her nostril. It don't. I'm trying to tell you, she will do pretty much anything, but she has to trust you and she has to feel safe with you.
Okay.
But
True
nobody,
that. True that.
a lot of dudes don't get that.
So it's all about feeling safe and trusting.
Uh, for a woman, we need, and I can't, for I know with men, I've talked to a lot of men, what they say they respect and loyalty is very big with them. For
Hmm.
women, most of the women I talk to, is security and is trust.
Security and trust. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right. And that's intimacy.
Hmm.
Okay. I like it. Hazel says that's true. Tiffany says I agree. Um, Shantae says very true. All right. All right. Let's do this. Next question. What's the first thing you notice about the opposite sex?
Hmm.
Hmm.
The first thing, I'm gonna say the first thing I notice is the mouth and the
The
teeth.
what? The
The
mouth and
mouth and the teeth.
okay.
Absolutely. That tells to me that tells the whole story.
Um, Chris says for me it's the eyes. Tiffany says how tall he is. Um, so the mouth and the teeth for you.
Hmm.
You
Teeth,
want me to be
teeth,
honest?
teeth are huge for me.
I'm almost ashamed of myself.
Oh, what the crotch?
No,
Oh,
that's number two.
that's what I'll say. That's my number two too, because I'm a
Number
crotch watcher.
number one is the shoes.
Oh, okay,
I'm
yeah, I
big
know.
on shoes, and the reason why
Mhm.
I'm big on shoes, you can tell if they got a car or not by the way them shoes look. If them shoes is leaning and they doing something, that mean they walking, boo. And
That's
I
not the
can't.
truth, honey. They could
It's
be catching an Uber. The shoes don't
so
tell everything. I know. I know. I have known very many pretenders in my day. Very
so
many.
then so then my thing too is if your shoes is bad, your feet bad because you don't care about your feet. You're not gonna put you're not gonna put your feet in no bad shoe.
Can I tell you something? I know
Go
a
ahead.
lot of dudes. Their shoe game is on point, and that's all the fuck they have is their shoe game. They living in their mama's basement.
And I know that too.
It's a
I
lot.
so that was the
So you
first. That's the
can't. That is not always a great indicator. Just like
so
I heard women say with cars. You think, oh, I know he doing well by his car. Yeah, I'm gonna say shit.
this.
It might be he might be putting 87 octane in that damn BMW. Or that bitch ain't got no insurance on it. I mean, you can't go by s- that type of stuff.
So I mean, so that's number one for me. Number
Mm-hmm.
two, number two is I am a crotch watcher. That's just Lamont. That's what I look at. Number
That's
two,
me too. That's what we have in common.
and number three is the face, the beard. I love a man with a beard. Um, I'm worked my way up. Um, so that's it. Hazel says it's masculinity and confidence. I might not want to hang out. However, being able to have a conversation is everything for me. Okay. All right.
Absolutely. That's in my top five. But the mouth, them lips first, the teeth, them teeth like one and a half. And then number two is crotch. And then number three, then I'm looking at I'm looking at the shape up, because that by man's haircut and stuff that tells me a lot.
I can get your haircut. I'm not worried about that.
No, what I'm saying is that I don't want to get your haircut. I want your ass to already be getting it cut.
Maybe they haven't found the right barber.
Then don't come out then and shave that shit off.
Tiffany says, I love nice lips.
Yes, Lord.
My lips, Tiffany. You make me lick my lips. Um, Chris
He always
says,
looking them in them daggone what's them little tick. Oh my God! I said, look at this thing right here.
uh, Chris says he likes to watch butts. Oh, Chris talking about y'all watching crotches? Yes, Chris.
Yeah,
Ain't no time in my game. Yes, Chris.
yeah.
Chanel said, yes, Mimi. Don't need no barber. I shaved my head. TikTok. Shut up, Tiffany. So
You,
she was
you
trying
and
to
that, yeah, you and that biting that bottom lip, Chad. I said, look at this thing right here. Early in the ain't
um,
nobody that sexy early in the morning. Nobody. I
that's
know.
how it was
I
done.
see. I see.
But yeah, I mean, those are things that I look at, and the funny thing about it, Chris, is just because I look at your crotch, don't mean that I want your piece. It don't mean that. That's not what that means for me. It's just that
Hmm.
that's the area that I look at. It's not meaning that I'll push up on every dude that I see because that's the misconception that straight men have about gay men or any man has about a gay man. Oh, they look at him. That nigga want my dick. No, don't. Just look down to see if he was okay. Just look down to see if he was okay. That's it. That's it. Um,
A
that's what
lot
they
of times I look at when they walking up to my bar because I can tell if I'm dealing with little dick energy or big dick energy. It's two totally separate things. And I need to know
it,
how to govern myself accordingly, you know, after they
is there.
approach.
Chris said nowhere is just like I watch butts. You know, and a lot of dudes like, and that's what I
Mhm.
be trying to figure out why a lot of dudes be up on that butt. What does it do for y'all? Because I ain't never got that feeling.
Well, you ain't in the girls.
But even dudes, listen.
What?
When I moved here, I never saw booties like that on men before. Until I moved in this area. In Texas, they not grown like this here. I promise you. They not
Hmm.
grown like this here. But when I got here on the East Coast and I started seeing these dudes walk in, I was like, God, dog. Oh my God. Is this real? I'd never seen booty like that until you get here. And then you think I'm looking at him like, that can't be real. That can't be real. But these dudes on the East Coast, for some reason, y'all bred differently down here. They come with booties. We didn't
Hmm.
act like that. There was this one boy, and Tiffany gonna laugh. It was this one boy that I remember that had a big butt in high school. One black boy that had a big butt, and his name was Eric Dixon. He lived down the street, and he had the biggest butt. Eric had a big old butt, you know, but Eric was straight, but he had a big butt.
Mm-mm.
But I ain't seen
That
booties
ain't
like
normal.
I ain't seen booties like that until I got here. For real, for real. What is the lie? What is the last lie you told, and what was the reason?
I think- 'cause I don't lie off. I did the other day. I did. I did this girl's pop-up shop and it was not what I expected. Um, because a lot of people they'll come to me off of social media because they're like, oh, they'll ask me to do stuff because I'm a people person. They're like, oh, I know she gonna bring, something. So I went and did this pop-up shop, and this is 4 hours that I can never get back out of my life. It was not like a pop-up shop. It was more like they tried to make an event with speakers and all that type of stuff. And that's not what I did. When I come out, my expectation, I like to get out and I start making my money. So um, I made money, but it wasn't what I'm used to. And she was like, um, are we gonna do this again next month? You in? I said, sure. But in my mind, I was like, bitch, I'm not coming back here. But she didn't know me well enough to give her all of me because I was like, she was feeling good about herself, about her event. I ain't want to, I ain't want to be the one to knock her off. But that's the lie. That's the lie I told. I'm not coming back to this shit.
Oh my God, she is so stupid. I think, let me see. The last lie I told was today. Today at work. It was just one of these students that came to my room. I
Uh-huh.
mean, comes all day, every day, just to talk. And today I just didn't want to hear it. And so I had my computer up, and she said, Mr. Lamont, can I talk to you? I said, I'm in a conference right now. I'll come get you. I said, I'm in a conference right now. I'll come get you. And
Yeah.
I didn't go get her. But let me tell you what she did. At
What?
school is out at 4:30. 4:30, school is out at 4:30. 4:45, she knocked on my door. Mr. Lamont. I said, yeah. She said, can I come in? I said, sure, come on in. And I said, what are you doing here? I decided to do some makeup hours, so I'm here until 10. That's what she said. I said, oh, okay. I said, so what did you need to tell me? Oh, I just wanted to check on you today to see how you were doing. I said, I'm doing good. And she sat there and pulled out her phone and started scrolling through her phone. And I said, so you don't need help with anything or nothing? No, I just like coming in your office. I feel safe in here. I said, do you feel unsafe in the rest of the school? No, but your office smells so good and it looks good and I just feel safe. And is it okay if I sit here? I said, you can sit here for a few minutes as I'm packing up my stuff, Mimi, as I'm packing up my
People
stuff.
like that don't get no hints.
And
They don't
so
get the hints, but that is
I invited her
that's
today.
sweet. I mean, some might be going on, or she lacking something in, in her home life. But that's what
So
happened when you the CEO of the mustard seed ministry. You attract all that shit. That's
I
why.
don't like you. All right. When it comes to dating, do you prefer to go with the flow or label and define things?
I'm a label and definer, and I
Really?
like to go with the flow. I'm like a little bit of everything. It's, yeah.
So define that for me. Help me understand.
Because if we going with the flow, like let's say I feel like it's strong chemistry. I want to know exactly what we're doing. I do not like to waste my time.
Okay.
I really don't.
You don't
And
want to
the
waste
reason
your
I used to be a go with the flower, but going with the flow will burn you sometimes. So I
time.
like to know exactly what's what. And it's different now because I have children. So I really need to know what we doing.
Okay. So this 90-day thing, um, taking time to reflect on it, I didn't like it. I didn't like it.
Mm-mm.
Because really for me, what you said was we probably not gonna make it, but I'm gonna give it 90 days. And I
But
think
what you saying is, what if you don't like them past the first date, but now you tired in the 90?
right. And so
Uh-uh.
another thing that they did for me was like, oh, it's like having a layaway and they got 90 days to pay it off. You're gonna try to do everything right to make all those payments between 90 days, and then after 90 days, I don't give a damn. So the 90-day rule thing didn't work for me. Do I
Right.
respect his decision and things of that nature for that? Because I think that was labeling and defining things for me. I didn't like that.
That's but that's not labeling defining. That really ain't.
What
Labeling
was
and defining is saying I want you in my life. I want us to be exclusive. I don't want you dating anybody else. 90 days, that was kind of go with the flow.
oh,
Let's see what this turn into.
I forgot to tell you, there
What?
were three other guys that he was talking to while this 90-day thing was going on.
Oh, so he was auditioning you. You was in a
Basically,
you was in a chorus lineup.
yeah, basically. And so like
Oh
there
yeah, I'm about to say you did
it
good.
was
We don't
it,
do good with that.
it was either two or three. I think I don't want to lie on him. I think it was two. Two other dudes that
Well,
he
how
was talking,
fine was he?
huh? I
Was he
mean,
fine?
he's a nice looking man. He's handsome,
He ain't that damn fine.
but
To
he was
let you
dating
know he auditioning for dudes for your spot. Like,
three. We need three. It was three.
but it
Three.
don't even matter. Three. Like, who do you
So,
think you are? I be like, "Man, get the fuck out of here." Like now it's down to two. Now, don't do your thing.
I mean, and so thinking back on all that, I could never do the 90-day rule again. That didn't work for me. Now, could we wait 90 days to have sex? Yeah,
Yeah,
you can do that. You can wait 90 days to have sex and stuff,
I did
especially
that before and it was terrible because I was into him. Actually, we waited 8 months. I was into him emotionally, physically. It was not great.
it wasn't great.
No.
Oh.
Mm-mm.
So you don't think that all that build up until that
Mm-mm.
moment?
Sure, because sometimes, let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell y'all some real shit. So A lot of times you hear folks talk about they, the size, the package and the motion of the ocean, all that type of mess. Sometimes you got a full tank of gas, but you don't know how to drive that bitch. And sometimes you got a quarter tank and you drive the fuck out of that quarter tank. You know how far you can take that car.
Oh.
You understand what I'm saying?
I understand.
Yeah.
I understand. I get it. I think that sometimes that we put too much emphasis on size. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
we put too much emphasis on that.
Child, my Aunt Leslie said she don't like no big penis. She said she she said she said I like me. She said I don't she said I don't like a big penis. She said it's just not enjoyable. So hey, that's not for everybody. It's
Girl.
not for everybody.
All right. Last question of the night. What lesson has been your biggest? What lesson has your biggest mistake taught you?
That I need to stop bailing so fast and cutting people off so fast. Sometimes I need to give things more time and more patience.
So, what was your mistake?
I will say, my first marriage, my ex-husband, one of the best people I know. We're friends to this day. But it was one of those things where I got him right for another woman. However, he had a drug problem. And looking back, I realized I was broken. So I attracted somebody else broken. And I tried to be the perfect wife because I was deep in the church at the time. Church make women feel like shit if they want to divorce or or do anything else. And I was just so fed up with all the shenanigans that I ended it and I never looked back. And now he's gotten his life together. He's remarried, and I am very happy for him. But I do think about a lot of times what if.
Mhm. Okay. I think my lesson that I learned is that you can't help everybody. You can't help
Child, you ain't lying.
everybody. I have gone over and beyond to help people, to help um people. I'll just leave it at that, to help
Yeah,
people. And I've sometimes I've drained my savings account or
yeah,
drained my bank account in order to
right.
help. And at the end of the day, it has left me in a place to where I had to crawl to get myself out of that hole that I dug. And so my thing is, you can't help everybody. You have to be selective in what you help and how much you help. That has
Right.
been the lesson that I've learned, is that you can't help everybody. But then even
No.
in those that you choose to help, there's a limit in how much you help. Because if they're
You
not
have
trying to
to. You
themselves,
have to.
trying to swim in the water by themselves, then you can't swim for them. You can't.
No.
That has been one of the biggest lessons that I've learned in this life of mine,
Yeah.
of living on this earth for 44 years. I've learned
Yeah.
that. And yeah, yeah. And I guess another thing would be that everybody's not me. I learned that too.
Yeah.
Everybody's not
And that's a hard lesson. I came to that in my late 30s, but that's one of the hardest, most painful lessons
it
because
is.
you expect people to do for you what you do for them, and it doesn't. It's not that way.
I got another question. It just
Well,
popped up in my head. Do you think it's okay to discuss your bedroom business with other friends?
No,
Why?
because that's to me that's a part of the intimacy.
Mm,
Certain things you just don't share with other people. Period. Because and this is the way put things in perspective. If it were me before and I know it seems like because I am very outspoken and I talk a lot of shit. However, I do not I think about what I want them to discuss
mm-hmm,
what I'm doing with someone else. And no, I would.
mm-hmm.
So that's why I wouldn't I don't do it.
So, what do you think that happens? What do you think that leads a person to do something like that?
I mean, first of all, you don't know who's in your circle. Like we talked about earlier, you don't
Mm-hmm,
know all the people that you have around you. So
mm-hmm,
you might be head over heels and talking about how your back he blowing your back out and this one scheming on thinking, I need to try that out myself.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes two people use it as a power play.
Hmm.
Oh, girl, I had him. Oh, he did this, did this. We was together 4, 5, 6, 7 times. And they do it as a power play, but in all actuality, it's a lie. You know, it's a lie. Stop lying. Don't lie on people like that. My thing is, if you've been with a person, first of all, why are you going around telling, if you're a grown person, why are you going around telling other people, oh, I had him and he did
Hmm.
this to me. Oh, he did this to me. He did this to me. You're only doing that as a power play to hurt the other person. That's all you're doing. Either to hurt
Hmm.
the other person or show off in front of the other person.
But really, it's showing your immaturity
It really
to me.
does.
Yeah,
It
that's
really
not a
shows, it really
like
shows
we
who you
grown.
are. Stop doing
Hmm.
that. Because see, somebody could be talking about you and talking about how your little tootie tootie stunk. Or how your little manhood
Your
wasn't
what? Your tootie tootie.
little tootie tootie. No, your little tootie tootie stunk, or how your little manhood wasn't that big, or how it was big but it wouldn't stay hard, or how you painted somebody. Somebody could be talking about you, and so stop doing that. You open doors to expose yourself. Stop doing that. I just think it's horrible.
Now,
Hazel
I
said,
do agree with what Hazel just said. Now, you
Hazel,
have somebody that's real close to you. You might, say, girl, you're not giving details, but
yeah, that's something totally
yeah,
different. But when you
absolutely.
do it to be malicious, Hazel
Hmm.
says, I say no, but my my good girlfriend will get a little bit of tea. If it was a bomb situation, I agree. Everybody don't have that one person they can be open with like that. I totally agree. If
Yeah.
it's one of your good girlfriends and like, girl, such and such,
Hmm.
it was the bomb. But whenever
Hmm.
outside people in and you just talking. That's crazy. I agree with you, Tiffany. Misery loves company. Tronell, my cousin. What's up, Tronell? That shows and exposes that a person's insecurities. I see you've been on here all night. I just hadn't had a chance to say what's up. But yes, that's what it shows. It shows a person's insecurities, and it also shows that you're immature. So
Yeah.
stop that. Especially when you know that don't
Hmm.
don't do that.
Yeah.
Because just like you went around and talked about that person, I'm sure that person can expose some things about you too. So be careful
Hmm.
what you say about people. And I'm speaking from
Absolutely.
experience, Mimi. I've had people do me like that. Oh, I was with Lamont 2 or 3 times. Stop lying. Stop it.
Oh man.
No, we didn't. Stop lying. I slept with Lamont. You're not gonna put that jacket on me. You didn't. You did not. Stop it, ma'am, sir. Them, those, they, all y'all.
Oh,
Stop
there you
it.
go. You say, oh yeah.
Stop it. Because we ain't never.
Oh man.
I hate people a lot. And if we did do it once, if I didn't come back, there was a problem.
You ain't lying.
It was a problem.
You ain't
If we
lying.
did it once and I did not come back, there was a problem.
Hmm. That
And
happened to me, and I ain't never speak on it again.
I mean, and so my thing is
Yeah,
this:
I never will.
I give chance after chance after chance, but when you start doing stuff that is malicious and being nasty, then I have a problem with you. I have a
Yeah, I'm not
problem.
giving you like you did. I'm not giving chance after chance. If it wasn't right, I'm not coming back.
So anyway, Mimi, I'm
Yeah,
excited about next week, girl.
I
Next
am excited.
next Wednesday, we are in person, y'all. We are
Yeah.
in person. Mimi and Laurent
Mm-hmm.
will be together. We're sitting next to each other. We're gonna turn up. We got a
Mm-hmm.
whole situation going on. We're still planning it. It's going to be fun. We're going to
It
have a
is
good
gonna be
time.
fun. Yeah.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a night of laughs and fun. I promise you that. With some of these
Mm-hmm.
have on there, we're gonna have fun. It's gonna be fun. So anyway, follow us. Follow us. Wait. Final thoughts. I see this thing going around here. Final thoughts.
Oh man.
Mimi, what are your
Final
final
thought.
thoughts today?
I say just do the right thing. You know. You once you know better, do better. Um, everybody's grown. As we age, wisdom should be coming. And I just say act wisely.
I'm gonna say something that RuPaul says. If you don't love yourself, how the hell you expect somebody else to love you? How the hell do you expect to love somebody else if you don't love yourself? That's gonna be the thing. Whitney Houston says the greatest love of all is within inside of me.
Hmm.
Learn to love yourself. In order to be productive in any relationship, you first have to be healed from your prior stuff. If that requires you sitting on the couch, sit on the couch, have a conversation, talk about it. Be open and honest. Be willing to work through your mess in order to be productive in the next relationship you get in. Listen, we all have baggage. We're all carrying U-Hauls around with us. That's who we are as people. But be willing to unpack your U-Haul. Be willing to unpack your U-Haul because I guarantee you there's some things that you should have threw away a long time ago that you're holding on to. Let them go and move on. That way that you can start building the trust factors that you need. You can start building these intimate times that you have with the person. And once you get in the bedroom, it won't be no problem. That's just how I see it.
But before you do that, I'm a piggyback off what you said. Sugar, if you got a U-Haul, don't get into some other shit. Unpack that bitch first. Because it shouldn't be no U-Haul. You might have a piece of carry-on luggage.
All
That's
right.
fine.
Yeah, yeah.
But not no whole damn truck. That means you still ain't healed and you still got more work to do
But
before
couldn't the
you
truck
take
be
that with
empty?
somebody else. Huh?
Couldn't the truck be empty?
No.
Mm.
Y'all go buy a damn truck together.
So follow us. Follow us on In the Chair with Monty and Mimi on Instagram, Monty and Mimi on Facebook. And listen, we want a check. We want some help. Help us get a check, right?
Hmm.
In the Chair with Monty and Mimi, YouTube Live. We see you, Leon. Have a wonderful day. Peace out.